anyone in the audience has any questions for either myself or Robert. Yes. Yeah, do you want... Thanks.
Can you hear me as well?
There you go.
Gracias. Thank you very much. So my question, my name is Demi, by the way, Demi Joseph. I'm a poet, architectural technology student. I believe that it takes collaboration to shift the paradigms around the globe, you know, for the future. So my question is, what does the future look like in regards to incorporating activism into art as well as, you know, politics and geopolitics? How can we merge the different fields and actually collaborate with those who we sometimes, you know, complain about or say, oh, they're not doing this, they should do this? How do we look at the future and how do we collaborate so that we enter these spaces? You know, because some people might be like, oh, the youth need this. But are the youth in the room to consult them and say, hey guys, this is what's going on at home, this is what's going on with our families and our communities? So yeah, my question is, to just put into one sentence, how do we form the future that we wish to envision? And how do we do it in an impactful yet sustainable way? Not where it lasts 10 years and then it's back to square one. You know what I mean?
Would you like to go first, Robert, and answer that? It's a juicy question, Demi. Juicy.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yes. Yeah, sure. I don't know if I'm audible enough. Am I? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Well, I'll just start by saying what the American singer once said, Nina Simone. She once said that an artist's role is to reflect the times. How can you be an artist if you do not reflect the times? That's quote, unquote, Nina Simone. And what I understood by Nina Simone's words is that artists, like any other person, let alone artists, doctors, engineers, you name it, we all have a responsibility to use our craft to effect social change. About sustainability, before you get to that, I believe that we need to be willing. Because if you're not willing to do something, you will not engage in it. Most artists, even here in Kenya, especially the few who have really achieved success, tend to shy away from activism because they feel that it may damage the commercial value of their artistry, which is true to some extent, because obviously some brands who employ these artists may not want to be associated with activism or for example, government sentiments, or may not want to criticize the government, especially in the case where certain corporations are in partnership with the government. So these are but a taste of the complexities that come with being an artist who uses his or her craft for social commentary, or if you want, for activism. And not to say too much, but I'll throw it back to Rhona. We had this conversation with Rhona a couple of days ago where I said that the biggest mistake with artists and activists, even here at home, is we seem to be in echo chambers. And I hope that's not the case in this particular session, because we say the same things, but we say it to the people who believe in the same thing. So I'm telling you who believes there should be sustainability, that there should be sustainability, and you tell me that there should be sustainability, but the stakeholders who could make that happen with us are not in the room. And that's the next point. I mean, do we have stakeholders working with the artists, working with the activists to effect the same change? And as I hand over to Rhona, maybe you could also tell us, with your billboard campaign and your fight, quote unquote, against this injurious legislation, do you have, say, forums where you invite some of these MPs, the members of parliament, or some of the legislators, or some of the community members? Because then you would avoid what I call echo chambers. Same people, same ideas, but have no path to effecting the change they want to see.
Yeah, I think it's such a juicy question. This is an exciting one. I wish I could go in even more. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. I think we have to challenge authority as much as we can in a healthy and productive way. And if we can do that with design, even better, because there's designs being used to facilitate oppression and ingrain forms of structural inequality. So if we can go against that and then bring art into the streets and design into the streets, then we could have cities and spaces that are more reflective of the people within them.